Okay, what we're going to go over today is the response that I've received for the mortgage loan that Wells Fargo foreclosed on, even though payments were on time, in fact, overpaid. Okay, as you can see, this response here is January 4th, 2019, and it says how they need more time. This is absolutely shocking because this has been going on over at least 1 year now of delay after delay after delay, and it's only 12 payments that they have to count, technically even one. I've sent out these documents to them time and time again, by fax, by email, by U.S. mail, and still delay after delay. And as you can see here on 11/19/2018, where I've sent faxes over, please call me once you've gone over all the dates. I came up with 14 payments in 2007. Once you are done with all, can we move forward? I would like this to focus on this first one only, and then move on to the other one. So, again, time after time, I've tried to, and there's the fax number, there's where it was sent to. This one here shows where I even made complaints way back in April 2008 about the loan number. It says, thank you for your recent inquiry and giving us the opportunity to provide extra service, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I complained back then. And the next one. Okay, this one here shows going back to December 24th, 2018. There's the account number. Still can't seem to figure this out on Wells Fargo's end. And this one here is dated back to September 25th, 2017. There's the account number again. And this is when they sent me 216 pages to go over all the other documents. So moving forward, next one here shows August 10th, 2017. Same account number. Thank you for reaching out to us. We received your inquiry. Still haven't fixed it. Okay, this one here. Here is the account number right there. Okay. And here is the date, June 16th, 2017. Still haven't fixed it. And here's the next one here. As you can see the date there, the date falls under May 26 on top there, and there's the account number, and it says addressing your concerns, and they still haven't fixed it. Blah, blah, blah. Now, as you can see here, I send them out documents going over, literally over every single payment. As you can see here, every single payment, and then I go into details on it, and so forth. So let's take a look here. So as you can see, I go into every detail on every payment, on every date. Okay, on everything paid, I go through their list, and this one's dated back in September 31st, 2017. And here's the loan number that I addressed. So I went into details for them, and this is what I get back from them. And then if you, actually, before I go into that, if you've watched the first video, you would saw on our mortgage video, all the payments and all the receipts and so on and so forth. Again, so I've laid it out for them, every single payment and where it came from, so on and so forth. And now let's move forward to their response. 2019, still going on for a whole year now. Okay, here we are. October 19th. 2018, this is their response in regards to this one here, January 4th. You see on top there, January 4th. And then they included this letter for October. So I referred back to this one. So let's go back to that one, okay? And we'll take a look at what they say here. Thank you for your opportunity to address your concerns, payments, concerns about withdrawals, lines of credit. This wasn't a concern. Demand letter, yes, that's what this whole thing is about. It's the default letter that was fake, basically, and non credible, because I did make the payments, and I didn't have any concerns about 1099s. I had concerns about 1098s. Okay, foreclosure concern. You bet it's a concern. It's a big concern because you didn't credit my account. So now moving forward, here's what they went over. So as you can see, I highlighted the payments that they said they received. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, and then 5, 6. So they only go over 6 payments in this letter. So let's go back to the beginning here. And let's start off with this January here. This is really, really pathetic. And this is how they stonewall you and get you to delay and delay and delay until you wind up with cancer and die like what I have now. So while I still have a few breaths left, I'm not going to let them get away with this, even in my grave. Okay, so in your correspondence received, we shared your concern about payments and the account, but not showing as applied. We can confirm payments that initially posted on January 10th, 2000 was returned due to non-sufficient funds. A second was presented, payment was completed on January 16th, which was successful. To clarify, you did not make 2 payments. I didn't say I made 2 payments, but January of 2007, an incomplete bank statement is provided, confirms that payment was returned for non-sufficient funds in 2022. Okay, so what they're saying here is that I had concerns about January. Well, no, I actually did not have any concerns about the January, but we can go over what's going on with January. Okay, here's January. So why would I be concerned about January 1/10/2007, right? Let's scroll down here. This is a statement from them. And what does it say? It says total payments, blah, blah, blah. Here's the invoice. Principal, 110. Total, late charge, 0, none, right? Okay? So there's January for you, okay? So they're obviously they've been paid. They have no issues there in January, right? Let's look at the whole statement here. There's the print off. There it is, right there, January. Okay, let's move forward to February. Okay, there's February. Here's February 12th, if you can see right there, 2007. And the exact same thing. There's no issues there. I don't see any late charges. I see the same amount due right there. I see the principal, 212, no late charges, no other charges, all on time. Okay, so now you know that they received 2 payments and the statement shows everything's paid on time. Correct? Correct. Now let's move to March. Okay, again, here's 312, you can see that. And the exact same thing. All payments on time. There's no late charges or anything there. Statement shows clear bill of health, right? No late charges. Everything looks to be fine on the statement. So we send another payment into them, okay? And obviously that moves us into April. So let's go back to their letter. Oh, so on their letter it says here, non-sufficient funds. A second presented payment was complete January 16th. You remember I showed you they were both January 12th, and there was no late charges. So what is really going on here? Who the heck knows? So I don't see anything. There was no issues in February. And then it says here, a non-sufficient fund fee was charged for $23. And what it says, I showed you the 3 statements for January, February, and March. There was no late charges, no anything on it. But in their personal records, they were charging me fees. Let's go back to their internal records. Okay, their internal record shows all 3 payments paid there for January 10th. Like the statement says, 212, 312. Where I started having issues was at 326. Okay, where it says 0 there, that was the one I had a problem with. So before we move on to 326, we just want to make sure we understand each other. Now, you saw the 3 invoices, and you can see where where this mix up here, non-sufficient fund fee for what? Everything's paid on time. Didn't show me it was late. but so moving forward, okay, so they said my 26th payment was credited on 27th. I'm okay with that. Now let's move on down with August 1st. And before we go into August 1st, but why didn't we go over, why are we jumping to August 1st? What about April, May, June, July? They just skip over it. I don't understand that. Okay, they say August 1st was applied. Okay, so yeah, I know that. And we can see that there on August 1st. Right over, right there. Yep, applied. Okay, that's fine. And August 2nd, we see 0. We see August 31st was applied. And we see 9/5 was not applied. Okay, so back to their complaint. Okay, this shows here August 1st. This is out of my checking account 07024, out of my B of A checking account. And this shows a payment made here. Bill payment. It says here bill payment August 1st. Okay. We have a August 3rd payment right here, August 3rd, where you see it there, August 3rd. Let's go up. August 3rd payment right there says paid. It's been paid though, and this one's been paid. So that's August 31st, August 3rd, and the August 1st one may have been reversed. So you have the first one reversed here. Let's see. You have August 3rd and August 31st. August 3rd and August 31st right there. No, what it showed, again, it says here, they're trying to say here, the payment was made on August 1st, was applied accurately. Okay, we said that's fine. And then the payment for August. Okay, so now let's go down here. It says here, the next concern was, it says here, we can confirm that August 3rd account was overdrawn, blah, blah, blah. Okay, August has been paid for August 1st. Now they're trying to say that the next payment we share concern was September 5th. We can confirm the payment was received on August 31st. Okay, great. And then they said the funds were applied to the account as of September 5th. Oh, yeah? Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, now, do you see September 5th there? Okay, I see a payment received. I see a payment received on, right. Okay, now, let's pay close attention here. August 31st. Payment paid, right? Okay. They're trying to tell me that the August 31st payment was moved to 9/5. No, I don't think so. So August 31st is paid as well as August 1st. Okay? Done deal. Now, let's move forward down here to 9/5. And let's see. Why would you apply August 31st to 9/5? Okay, so the August 31st payment was paid. So why would this show up? Here's 9/5 right here. You're trying to say you applied this payment to August 31st? Why would that be? There it is. There's the payment. Okay, here's the date. 9/5 for this account came out of 9/5 Wells Fargo home mortgage payment. 9/5, bam, there's the amount. Their internal document shows August 31st, but 0 here. So you're trying to tell me you applied my 9/5 payment to August 31st, but there already is a payment on August 31st, so you went backwards? This doesn't make sense. Okay, so my August so it says payment and amount was received on August 31st. That's correct. And the funds were applied to the account as of September 5th, 2007, as shown in previous. Okay, so what about the payment I made on September 5th then? Where was that applied to? Okay, let's take a look at page 2 here. Page 2, it says payment history. Payment history shows to for payment was applied and interest applied. Please note it may take several days for payments to post to your checking and savings account. This is depending on when and where a payment was made. Okay, so August 31st went to 9/5, you're telling me? So what about 9/5? She mentions nothing about 9/5. So I showed you the payment, and I showed you where it wasn't applied. So no exclamation for that. Moving forward now, unbelievable. So we can confirm payment in the amount until it was applied to your account October 19th. So we've now moved to October now. So, and now we move from October, so let's just say October is paid. Fine. Let's go on to November. So you show concerns about the payment made on November 2nd, 2007. We can confirm that the payment was applied to your account on the same day. Oh, now it's the same day. Other times you got to wait a week or two. Anyways, in addition, the payment was received for November 12th as shown on the payment hearing, but the payment was then reversed November 16th. Okay, let's go back. It says my concern, payment November 2nd, and we can confirm that payment was applied to your account the same day. Okay, yes, I was concerned about that because this is what the whole concern is here. So again, I repeat, it says there, you also had a concern about payment for November 2nd. We can confirm that the payment was applied to your account on the same day. Boom. Why am I concerned about that? Because that's why you foreclosed. As you can see here, Jesus, you sent this in April, but you didn't mention here on this letter that I paid on November 2nd. And you had plenty of time to think about it. April 2008, 2007. You had 4 months to think about this. Thanks for contacting us. Your financial hardship loan. Your loan is due for 6 installments from November 1st. How could that be? You just said I paid on November 2nd. So that ends this whole discussion. You just said I paid, you received the payment, and it's all good. But here you're demanding this letter. This demand letter is saying that it's due November 1st. Well, come on now. You can't have it. You got a payment for November. Now you're telling me you didn't get a payment for November. And now you're foreclosing. Foreclosure proceedings, once initialized payment, over time, there's a foreclosure procedure. So then I got to pay X amount of dollars here, and then you're going to jack up the rates on me now because you said I didn't pay for November, but in fact, I did. In your own words, I paid in November. So you said, in fact, we can confirm you did pay in November. Here it says, your loan is due from November. November. What do you mean? Don't you mean December, maybe? And it's not even due then because I showed you payments there on the first mortgage program. I went over all the payments on the first video. So my penalty for a payment that they've already received is now they jack up the payments. So now I have to pay $3,000 instead of $2,000 something on up to $20,000 now. Now, this is how they get you out of your house. Say you didn't pay, years later, now they say I did pay, but who knows? We don't care. That's basically what it comes down to. And then they drag me on and on and on. I've gone over this with them many times. You can't have it both ways. You can't say I did pay, but then you're saying it's due. It's all about that one payment anyways. So we can go over all the rest of them. Here you're not complaining about anything prior to November. You're saying it's due November 1st through August, through April. You're not saying any deal with that prior to that. So just with that alone means you should not have foreclosed on the property. Catch a clue. Now, back to their letter again here. Also, you are concerned November 2nd. Yeah, we can confirm the payment was applied to your account on the same day. So, how could it be? This is nuts. Okay. So, anyways, I've gone over every single payment with them. And what do? They only go over 3 of the payments with me. They only, a fraction, 6 of them is what they go over here. Unbelievable. Okay, so now moving forward, it says here, you have concerns about November 2nd. We've gone over that. And yes, I do, of course. You said a different city, but you did. Okay, we can confirm that the payment was applied, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, in addition, payment was received on November 12th, as shown on payment history, and then was reversed on November 15th for non-sufficient fund. Okay, let's take a look at this November stuff here. Okay, bam. There you go, their own document. Okay, what does that say? It says payment for 11/2 paid, 11/12 paid. Here it doesn't say a reverse, but let's move forward. Okay, so now that's 2 payments there. They're saying one's reverse. So far, I don't see a reverse. And they didn't even address my actual concern, which was 11/5. Okay, so now if you look at this payment here, this one was done right there, a payment, a check paid and cash. You know why it was paid in cash? It came out of their own line of credit, which is this number here. Okay, I've gone over this in the first mortgage video. Okay, so they have cashed this check, and this is for date 11/5. You can see that pretty clearly there, 11/5. Okay, paid, bam, 11/5 check. Okay, now, and here's the actual even checkbook it came out of, okay, and the credit line it came out of. So it did not bounce, okay. This is the actual check that was written, 10/12, out of that account. And there it is right there, okay. Bam, was not credited. And here they are saying they have no record of the payment. Well, I showed them the payment, okay? I showed them the payment. I showed them the account it came out of, their own bank-owned line of credit, which I paid in full, which we've gone over in other statements. And, we just keep going in circles and circles and circles here. That, everything's paid up. And they're just nuts, and so someone has got to stop this bank and have them really address the concerns, because they're not addressing my concerns. And now this is over over a year now, back and forth. And they're like, what are you talking about? What? So as you can see, back to their original letter here, January 4th. And our original video, I went over all the payments. They got a list of them by way of fax. I showed you the fax, and they just keep playing games. And as you can see, received a similar request October 9th. So we've gone over that letter here. And of course, it's all mixed up, and they don't go over the concerns at all. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the concerns. And then here we are again. We receive another letter. And you can see here how they just continue to drag this out. January 8th now. Here we are. 2019. We're going to just blow this whole year up too, and still not get any answers, because we're going to delay it all the way up now over to, we'll be getting back to you till January 23rd. Okay, now we go into February. Well, the good news is that I will see you in court in March. So finally we can end this madness, because this is just absolutely wrong. Thank you for listening. And bye-bye. That's the end of this session and your response to your letter. That's enough. Please, someone fix this Wells Fargo game that they're playing.